So at this stage, you've decided on your topic, you've done lots of reading, you've lots of articles, maybe with things underlined and highlighted and lots of photocopies. But the problem people often have now is they don't know what to do next. So they know where they want to go, but they're not sure how should they get there. The problem now is not being able to see the wood from the trees. One of the key things that we're looking for in a literature review is the ability to synthesize. And to be able to synthesize, you need to be able to think about all the literature that you've read and categorize it into themes. What we aren't looking for is for people to say, he said this, she said this, she said this. Think about how boring that is if you were having to read it. So to help you to do this, I have a pile here of literature that I read for a paper I was writing recently on gender and tourism. So what I need to do is I need to think about what's the key theme in each piece that I have read. And to do this, you might perhaps have written on the top what the key issues are. So for example, this paper here deals with gender and sex tourism. So now I have a pile of gender and sex tourism. This one is to do with gender and marketing in tourism. So I have another pile for that. This one is also to do with marketing, so it goes into that pile. Then we have another pile over here which is to do with gender and decision making regarding holidays. And we have another one over here which is to do with gender and family within holidays. So as I keep on adding to these different piles, you can see that I'm building up different themes. So now when you start to write, or when I started to write my literature review, I start writing under these themes. Now what I'm doing is engaging in synthesis and analysis. I now have a clear path and I can see how it is that I'm going to get to the end. I have my literature much more organised and structured, and I'm engaging in analysis and synthesis. Students who simply describe to us what authors say in journals are going to get marks in the 40s up to 50 at a max. Whereas those that are engaging in developing themes, deeply analysing issues and engaging in synthesis are the ones that are getting the 2-1s and that have a good foundation as they move into doing their empirical research. So I've now followed the trail out of the woods and I'm on the other side. I've read all the literature, I've engaged in analysis and synthesis, and my understanding and development of ideas in this area is now going to lead me to research questions. So engaging in the analysis has moved me to the next step, and I can move on beyond the woods.